Welcome to AlphaCars Motorcycles. My name is Ian, and today I have a very unique and special automobile to share with you. This is a 1961 Volga GAZ 21, and in this video we're going to do a thorough overview of this car. We're going to get familiar with its really impeccable condition. It was expertly restored, and we will touch on that later in this video. This Volga is for sale here at AlphaCars Motorcycles. You can view the listing on our website, alphacars.com. Definitely familiarize yourself with all the information on there, and there's a bunch of high-resolution professional images of this Volga as well. And then if you have further questions or you'd like to move forward with the vehicle, reach out to us. We'll be happy to discuss all those options with you, including the vehicle transportation. We offer transportation here, so even if you're not local here in New England, we'll still reach out to us. We're happy to give you those options. Let's peek in the interior of the Volga. It's really unreal in here, the condition. Even check out the headliner and the little dome light up there that still works great. So as I mentioned in this video, we're gonna inspect this vehicle in its entirety, and we'll even get it up on the lift in our showroom at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But with all that being said, let's get into the video. Let's start on the exterior of the Volga, and let's do an initial walk around of the vehicle. And I will mention, if you want to learn about the history of this particular Volga, there will be information about that on the online listing, so definitely reference that. But this vehicle has been a part of our private collection for many years, and just now we have decided that we're going to put this one on the market. And it was expertly restored, as I mentioned, prior to AlphaCars having it in their collection. But we have gone through it mechanically. It is turnkey, as I'll show you in this video. And it does run really nice, drives really nice. So I just want to mention that. But once again, you can view all the recent improvements and things we did on the website. The link is always in the description for these videos and these vehicles. It's always at the top of the description. But let's take a look up close now at just the condition and the quality work that was done. The paint texture is really, really nice. Even look at the seals, like the windshield seal here. There's no dry rot or cracking. When I say this vehicle was restored, sure, it was restored, but a lot of parts were not restored. A lot of parts were replaced with new old stock items. So even though you might say it's been restored, you know, certain things are just new. So that's better than being restored. It's just new. So check out all the chrome on the front of it. It's in such nice condition, including that front bumper. And everywhere you look on this vehicle, every little nook and cranny, edge of the sheet metal, it's all in really, really nice condition. Like, even look at the edges of all the sheet metal for the front fenders here. And you'll be able to see this underneath the Volga as well later in the video. But as we continue down the side of it, the chrome trim down there, this awesome 60s styling, late 50s, early 60s styling. It is unreal seeing this car in person. Let me get the camera up to show you the roof, which all that looks excellent. The windshield is excellent. And yeah, roof condition is nice, including this sort of rain gutter here. Let me get the camera so you can see in there. There's no rust hiding in there or anything. Look at the condition of all of this. Now at the rear window, you can see the seal there, looks great. And look at the curvature of that glass. You won't see that really anymore in modern vehicles. It's really an art to make glass like that. And now looking at the back of the Volga, let me show you the driver's side though. The chrome door handles are great, as well as we have the little cover for the key slot here. And we have the sort of color match steel wheels with the chrome hubcaps and the white wall effect tires. And let's move over here and show you the condition of these steel wheels. Looking awesome. And now just even peeking at some of the pinch weld and such, you can just see it's really, really nice. And you'll be able to see more of that later in the video when the Volga is up on the lift. Now at the back of the Volga, we can open up our gas cap. See, everything is nice in there. Springs work nice, giving you that sort of firm opening and closing action there. And yeah, look at all the details. Like, look at all the hardware and little gaskets, everything back here. It is amazing. This taillight lens, you can see it shows a little bit of age, but all the lights do work good. And this one over here is looking good. And yeah, now let's start to get inside the Volga. Let's open the trunk, which we just push in the lock cylinder there. And this opens just like that. We've got the spare wheel in here. And you can see even like the hinges. This car, like I said, expertly restored. Everywhere on it was stripped down and painted and done properly. You can see the trunk gasket, everything looking nice. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to show you back here as far as the trunk goes. But even in the seams here, in the jambs, you can see all of this. It's all looking great, and there's no like tape lines or, you know, half done work. It's all really amazing. And I mentioned it a little bit before, but the paint texture of this vehicle is really nice for what it is. It was done really, really well. But now taking a look at the interior condition, we've got that sort of green striped upholstery, the green carpets. Like, even look at these kick panels down here and all the body seams. Like, look at this. This is insane. It looks so good. Look at some of the door hardware there. You can see the little flathead fixtures and the little sensor. Or I shouldn't say sensor, but it's a mechanical switch for the dome light. You can see I can make that go on and off. That switch right there. And yeah, inside the headliner is excellent. Even this sort of deck area back here underneath, or storage area underneath the window, that is in exceptional condition. As you can see here, all the upholstery is in exceptional condition. All the wind-up windows, they do work good. As we can see here, it's a little tricky one-handed, but I do want to mention that all the doors, they open and close nice. Like I said, the wind-up windows do operate well. You can see this one go up and down, no weird noises or anything. All four of them are like that. And checking out like all the door edges and everything here, even the enclosed areas, you can see there's no rust or anything. And checking out all of the body seams and edges over here. And once again, everything over here, it presents the same. And checking out the headliner from this side, looks good. Nice solid thunk as the door latches there. And we're kind of making our way to the driver's side. But now we're on the passenger side front. We've got the kick panel there. Once again, all the door hardware and front mats, or front carpet rather. Seat condition is excellent. Look at even all the hardware on the seat. And I love this sort of white piping around the edge. Super cool there. Sun visors. You can see the condition of everything is really exceptional. And we have the little glove box here, which you push the little button, and it has a nice soft lining in there. But even look at the hardware in the dash for this. It is unreal, the condition of this car. So now we go and latch that. Nice smooth action there. The clock, radio. It's really, really a luxury. This was or is a luxury car for its time in the Soviet Union. So having a radio, that's a pretty big deal. And yeah, looking at the dash condition here and all the trim, like everywhere you look, this car, there's no unfinished edges or like rusty hardware or something that really hasn't been touched and made to look new or just replaced. And now as we make our way back out of the Volga, we can see there the door shuts nicely. Open up the driver's door here. Door panel condition, door edge, really consistent with the rest of the vehicle. Even look at this bottom door edge here. There we go. And of course, 3 pedals. It's a 3-speed on the column. As we get in and shut the door, there's the speedometer there. Rear view mirror. I can operate some of these. It's awesome. Super cool. And now let's start it up. Turn the ignition on right here. We can see a little light comes on. Gauges come to life. And all we have to do is make sure it's in neutral, which it is. Starts right up. I'll give it some revs. We can see it responds nicely to the throttle input. It is cold, by the way. We've literally just moved it out of the showroom. I moved it here and it's been sitting now for like a half hour out in the cold. So I can give it a few more revs here. And all the clutch and gears and everything work great. It is in neutral, but even while we sit here, I can push in the clutch and we can pop it right in first, which is awesome. And we can even get it right in reverse there. So everything does work really well on the Volga. It is turnkey, as I just sort of showed you. And now let's pop the hood, which is this lever right here. Give that a firm pull. And now with the hood up, we can check out the engine compartment. And once again, everything on here, in here rather, is really, it presents the same as the rest of the vehicle. The fit and finish is excellent, the condition is excellent, and it really speaks for itself. We've got the radiator, adjustable radiator sort of blinds there, or vents, so you can shut that off if it's extra cold and you want it to warm up quicker. Of course, these vehicles were really designed and used in some crazy cold climates, more so than we have here in New England. And yeah, radiator fan, you can see newer battery there. Like even look at, like down to like the cotter pins and everything. This vehicle had the restoration done. There's the VIN plate right there. And yeah, engine block. Really not a whole lot to say other than just what you're seeing. And even the underside of the hood looks excellent. All the edges of the chrome, you know, it all looks excellent. And check this out, even the under hood light does function. Let me flick this on, check that out. And I'll shut it back off there. And the last thing we'll look at in here, I'll just comment on some of the wiring and hardware in these sort of enclosed areas. You can see the wiring, all those junctions, nice and clean, not a spot of corrosion or rust. And this vehicle, since it's been in the AlphaCars collection, you know, it's always been in the climate controlled showroom. So, you know, not a spot of corrosion or rust has been given the opportunity to find its way to the Volga. So now that we've had the thorough look at the Volga outside, let's get it in the showroom, actually just behind it, and we'll get it up on the lift. Now we move inside one of our Boxborough showrooms. A ton of awesome things to see in here, like this other Volga GAZ. There's also this Volga Taxi. That is a sold vehicle. There's the vintage MG underneath, the Ford F100 pickup truck. There's a Lada 2109 Sputnik up on the lift there. Of course, we have the Volga that we're gonna take a look at the underbody, but we even have the Lada Niva 4x4 right here, which you can view this on our website as well. But let's take a look at the Volga now that it's up on the lift and check out the really amazing, very solid underbody condition. And as I show you around it, I'll just make a few comments regarding its condition. And as we take a walk through the underbody, like even look at all the sheet metal under here, the panel edges, there's no corrosion or rust or anything to be worried about. Really remarkable, the condition that this car is in. So well preserved, and of course the work it's had done over the years certainly helps as well. But now at the front suspension, you have the front sway bar there. Even look at the rubber bushing for the sway bar. It's in nice condition. And check this out, the engine oil pan and the transmission's a nice silver color with the spin-on oil filter up there. And yeah, making our way back, some of the chassis components, like that transmission cross member, everything's looking great. Hardware is nice and clean. Look at this exhaust system. You can tell there's a little bit of age on it, of course, but they even have that in a nice silver color, and it looks to be in great condition. And moving back, we're at the rear axle here. We can see all the lines, like brake lines and such, are all in very solid condition. You can see how they're run along the vehicle body. And moving out to sort of the edge of the vehicle body, to note the lack of corrosion. It's pretty remarkable. And now rounding out at the back of the Volga, the gas tank back here. Even look at the little fabric strap for the exhaust hanger, super cool, and it's in good condition. And yeah, even these mud flaps, all the quarter panel edges in here, looking up into the quarter panel. So impressive, well preserved. And looking even behind the chrome bumper here. So that's been pretty much a thorough inspection of the underbody of this Volga. And now we're back outside like we never left. So I want to thank you for watching this video on this Volga GAZ 21. If you are interested in this vehicle or something like it, definitely visit our website, alphacars.com, and send us an email, give us a call. We are car enthusiasts here, and we're always happy to speak with you about, vehicles like this, whether we have one currently for you or maybe we need to find one for you. So this has been Ian reporting from the Boxborough location. Do leave a like on the video if you found it interesting or helpful, and make sure to subscribe so then you don't miss out on this exclusive motoring content.